It's LIV Golf Hong Kong, and round 2 has arrived here at the historic Hong Kong Golf Club. Paul Casey leads, but a stacked leaderboard featuring Sergio Garcia, Sebastian Munoz, and Luis Maceveo is closing in. Crushers, Torquay, and Fireballs are locked in a battle at the top. Who makes a move today? All that and more right now. Welcome to the Club 54 pre-round show. I am your host, Christian Crosby, joined by 3-time PGA Tour winner and 4 Aces champion, Pat Perez, aka Mr. Stud himself, and your favorite LIV Golf analyst, my best friend forever, Jerry Fultz. I'm just a little disappointed because I didn't get the memo today about having really cool sneakers on. You both have on Travis Scott's right now. I don't know how this happened because usually I'd be the guy wearing these, but wow, congratulations, Jerry, on having cool sneakers. Pat, you always do.
Mine are Travis Scott-ish. Yes.
You got them here in Hong Kong, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They said they were the highest possible quality.
Well, Paul Casey had a wonderful round 1 yesterday after getting some sleep. The sun's out now. How do we feel, boys?
I didn't sleep, but
it is Hong Kong.
Yes.
No, the course held its own. I mean, it was soft. It was slightly windy. You thought there were going to be some really low scores. Really, Paul Casey was the only low score,
yeah.
And the course really tests the players from tee to green. Every single shot you have to have around here, except for length.
Yeah. Pin positions were good. 18 was a good one. 10 for as short as it is. That pin was right on the front right. I didn't see any shots that were that close. The course is great. I mean,
yeah.
it played great. The scores are, you know, I think the scores will be about the same today. It's going to be warmer, so the ball will be traveling a little farther. It's not cold. It's going to dry up a little bit, so the balls will start rolling on the fairways.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Well, round 1 was a lot of fun. Let's take a look at that individual leaderboard as we head into day 2, round 2. Paul Casey, 7 under. No surprise here. He's done a great job on this course consistently. Jerry, break the leaderboard down.
You just go down that leaderboard. You got ball striker, ball striker, ball striker, putter, ball striker. It's just a complete game. Like I said, it was Keimer who shot his lowest round of the entire year last year right here, opening with a 66. He didn't follow it up well. He'll be feeling a lot of pressure today. But I think the young Luis Maceveo is going to be feeling a ton of pressure. He got it done with some seriously good ball striking and above average putting.
Pretty impressive stuff. Let's take a look at that team leaderboard as we head into our next day. Crushers GC at the top of that leaderboard, tied with Torquay GC, a team that we spoke about, we predicted perhaps would be very good on this Hong Kong golf course.
You absolutely did. You were expecting it. But remember, they haven't won since 2023. They want to get that monkey off their back, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Crusher can be tough to beat. You know, they got 4 players that are completely pretty much different players, but
yeah,
all are incredible. They love this kind of style golf course, old school. You got the longest, you got a shorter guy, but this course does not favor anybody. So it's a position course, second shot course, a lot of undulations in the greens, great putters. That team is going to be tough to beat this week.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun to see. Let's take a look back at round 1 and all of the action that took place.
It's time for LIV Golf Hong Kong.
Luis Maceveo. This is for eagle at the 3rd. It'll break there. Oh, yeah.
Paul Casey, this is for birdie at 17. He's having a terrific day. Paul Casey has the individual lead here in Hong Kong.
Laying an egg, wasn't it? You see that? Never done that. You ever done that?
Well, over at 18, Paul Casey has been. That was for par. I was going to say he's butchering the last, but he isn't. Beautiful shot, Paul.
Oh, fantastic round, 7 under, blemish-free.
Blemish-free is brilliant. Brilliant save on 18. You know, sometimes you've got to keep rounds going, which is what I did after the chip in to save par, but I'm really happy that day.
And the Crushers absolutely flying. They've got themselves to 12 under. The Crushers in a tie for first place with Torquay.
You know what, we have a great team, and once we get all 4 cylinders going, I think we're going to be really dangerous. So it's getting there.
Luis Maceveo, Spaniard from Madrid, recruit for Sergio Garcia's Fireballs, and he's going well.
Obviously, if you see at the leaderboard, it can be a little bit scary. So yeah, I mean, just focus on my swing and focus on my processes, and I think it will be all right for the next 2 days.
The The individual leaderboard is absolutely stacked, but let's talk a little bit more about this team race, starting with Bryson DeChambeau's Crushers GC, tied with Torquay at the lead. We know this team is good. We know they're going to play well here, but what is it going to take to push them over the edge and get a win here in Hong Kong?
Well, I think, even though he's the youngest member of the team, Bryson DeChambeau's got to lead by example to some degree. If he's in the hunt for an individual win on the shortest course he'll have ever won on, the team takes inspiration from that. But they go about their own business, but yet they still bond together very well. Like you said, the other three Pat was alluding to, they have similar style of games, primarily around solid ball striking. And that, at the end of the day, chicks dig the long ball type thing. At the end of the day, ball striking gets it done in professional golf.
Yeah.
What about Torquay, Pat?
Torquay, they're all the same thing. All great ball strikers. Mito's putter has been a little suspect, but other than that, hits are great. Everybody hits are great on that team. Waco's obviously Waco. Sebastian's played great. He played great yesterday. He played great. Riyadh almost won. Carlos Ortiz, he should have won he actually, we didn't even talk about it. He should have won actually in Adelaide.
In Adelaide.
If he makes any putts, he wins by 5. What I saw. So, solid team, top to bottom. Once they get on, they're going to be hard to beat, just like Crushers. I think there's going to be a dogfight all the way there.
I just want to ask this question straight up.
Yeah.
We're looking at these two teams tied in the first. Crushers, you see Torquay. Can Torquay actually beat Crushers on a course like this?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Any of those top 16s can win any week. And I know Legion had a bad day. They're 10 back. We've seen 10-shot turnarounds in a matter of 3 holes before.
Yeah.
It's still wide open from a team standpoint.
We can't really give a better until, tomorrow's pregame.
Fair enough.
And then tomorrow's postgame will be spot on.
Of course. All right, we'll get more about that, but for now, let's check in with Dom and Sue Ann and what they're watching for in round 2.
The Hong Kong Golf Club is a superstar this week. It's a golf course that really requires a lot of strategy and precision. Now, when it comes to the team competition, there's a reason why Crushers GC and Torquay are up there. I think it favors teams that have a lot of depth, teams that have a lot of different types of shots in their bags, and that's why Crushers and Torquay are up there. Dom, that being said, I'm going to throw you under the bus right now and put you under the hot seat, but who do you think is going to win this week?
Always a tough question, Suan, but I have to go with Crushers simply because Paul Casey's leading the individual. He loves it around here. He's a great iron player. Bryson is Bryson. Charles Howell, Mr. Consistency, right? He's going to be good whatever course we play. Anaban had a tough day yesterday, but this is one of Anaban's favorite golf courses, and he will have a good weekend. I'm pretty sure of that.
Now, we talked a little bit about the team race here in Hong Kong, but there's a team that had a big announcement earlier this week. John Rahm's Legion 13 announced a huge partnership with Callaway. Let's take a look.
What happened today? Well, fine. Legion 13 got a new partner, that being Callaway Golf. The first major golf manufacturers putting their trust in the team rather than an individual, right? Is joining the league and choosing to trust and support Legion 13. A lot of thanks to our GM, Jeff.
When you have a global powerhouse like Callaway believing in the team, that just gives you extra confidence. They're a global leader in the golf space. They are always cutting edge and leading in technology and everything they do.
They put their trust in me. I want a major partner with me, somebody that's going to help me win majors, and we were able to accomplish both. It's an honor to see both Callaway's goals and my goals be accomplished quickly, and I think that's why the relationship grew very quickly.
Now, Jerry, Pat, correct me if I'm wrong. This is huge news for LIV Golf. Can we talk about how important this announcement is and what it means for the future of LIV and for the future of golf?
Well, it's huge for everybody. I think huge for Callaway as well. Like they said, they've been on the cutting edge of their entire existence. They also have been very innovative in their designs of so many things. The first ever make an oversized driver, the Big Bertha. The first ever make a hosel-less driver. They did so much, but it's great news because it's a game changer, being the first OEM, original equipment manufacturer, to get involved with LIV Golf and see the value in their brand and spreading their corporate message to the fans of LIV Golf and the team aspect.
We're seeing more brands like Reebok. We have Callaway now. How much more do you think we're going to see this, Pat?
I think we're going to start seeing them all. I think they're all going to start getting involved.
Can't wait. Well, big congratulations to John Rahm, Legion 13, and Callaway. All right, I want to say happy International Women's Day to all the women out there and all our women professionals, not only in sports, but all over the world in all industries. Now, earlier this week, LIV Golf had a summit honoring women in sports. Let's take a look.
Welcome to our Potential Unleashed panel discussion in celebration of all you wonderful women in front of me today.
I think events like this just show women that they can do it and they don't need to be scared. So seeing a whole bunch of women who've had success in golf, that you can also come out and join us, I think that's really empowering.
I think it's a great way that we're showing that LIV Golf is for everyone and it's inclusive and it's driving more and more youngsters who may not have thought that they could be included or they were part of the sport.
The community as a whole, especially the women in golf, have just been really open and welcoming, both as a woman and as a Black woman.
I think one of the most exciting things is that we now have about 30% women on staff. Long way still to go, but that's a huge improvement.
I didn't know that women, they represented a large portion of the workforce in LIV Golf.
I'm surrounded by a great team who are there to really be there for you and support you through your journeys and through all your doubts and insecurities, which we all have.
They are just phenomenal. Those girls have so much experience. Some of them played golf in the past, and I think that they are very professional. I loved it.
We've got this opportunity to be together, learning golf, having some fun. It's great.
Thank you to Potential Unleashed for providing women the opportunity to get on the golf course, and hopefully we get more events like this in the future.
What an amazing event there. And now joining us live is Rachel Drummond. What up, baby? How you doing, Rachel?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day out there. Now, Rachel, you are an inspiration to so many young women out there, not only as an athlete, but as a young professional. Can you please tell me how much fun it was hosting that Women's Summit?
Oh, it was amazing. You see these ladies that you work with at LIV and you just say hi and then you don't understand the roles. And we've got 30% are a female workforce here now at LIV Golf. So they're amazing at supporting female talent. And that's what we need in all organizations.
I saw Sue-Ann Hang was there as well. What was your favorite part of the event?
She's actually next to me now. Come. My favorite part of the event, I think just talking about challenges and successes, because we all face them regardless of gender. And I think just celebrating each other. And I have a fun fact. If it continues how it does, it's still going to take 131 years to bridge the gap in gender. So we have to keep pushing, keep working hard, and that's exactly what LIV are doing, and all us women out here.
Well, Rachel, you've been representing so well. Do you have any advice for any young women out there who aspire to be a professional and a successful one at that, just like yourself?
I think work hard. I think I knew when I played golf I was never going to be as good as the guys in terms of distance and hitting it far. But I know when I'm a coach, you know, there's no barrier to being the most successful coach in the world, whether you're male or female. So I literally work hard, diligently, and, you know, treat my craft with respect. And I think if you want to be a success, regardless of gender, that's what you need to do.
Amazing work. You're going to make me cry over here, Rachel. Amazing words, and keep up the great work, Rachel. All right, we're going to keep the conversation going here and talk a little bit about the individual race. Pat, Jerry, we got to talk about Paul Casey at the top of this. He had a 7-under finish yesterday. He's played well here, especially in the past in that 3-man playoff that he's had. We know he plays well here. When he was asked in his press conference, can Crushers do it again? He had a one-word response: yes. How important is it to have confidence when you're leading the way and you have these big pros following you in round 2?
You can't win without it.
No, it's amazing how much confidence you have when you shoot 7 under too. So, I was always confident when I shot 7 under.
Yeah.
When I shot 7 over at 0. So
Chicken or the egg. But no, you know, the course fits. He loves the city, and the course fits his game so extremely well. He says it makes him really focus on the shot. I called it narrowing his focus yesterday because it's so tree-lined. You have to work it both ways. It suits him extremely well. And the fact that he likes it here gives him a little extra confidence coming in. Now, confidence can get shattered with one bad swing. It can take years to build up in one bad swing to get rid of.
It does.
He couldn't have come any closer last year. What is it going to take to push him over the edge here in Hong Kong this year? What's he got to do?
He's really going to have to do what he did yesterday. That's what it is. Everyone's going to start playing well. If the wind picks up a little bit, you know, his ball striking will help him. But he's just got to continue on. He's got to run. He's going to have to run. He's got to, you know, make birdies, keep going. He can't just sit around and do nothing. He's going to have to, you know, make birdies. And I think it's going to be around 18 under to win anyway. So, you know, 16 to 18 somewhere there. So he's got to get to that number first.
How about Phil Mickelson? You spent some time with him. You had a great interview at the end of the day.
Was that an interview, or it looked just like?
Yeah, it's a
you guys-
conversation.
It's kind of like a chat.
We
Yeah.
could have gone for a day. I've known Phil so long in my life. I've watched his whole career. Growing up in San Diego, and I went to Arizona State because of him, and I've just watched everything he's done, like everyone else has. But he played great. He hit the driver phenomenal. His iron play was pretty good. He put his old school putter in, which he won 3 jackets with. And I asked him about it again today. He said it's not the original line, because I asked him about the old 8802. I said, can you actually use that? He goes, no, it's not bent right. It's just not right. He goes, so this one is my favorite one that honestly made him, and he's had it forever. It's always around. It's one of those things, everybody has a putter that they always kind of keep around. But to me, his stroke is the best with that putter, because as good as his hands are, you cannot hit the flop shots that he hits and then go to a big mallet type, saw type deal. You're just taking away his skill, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so he's got so much feel in his hands, and especially with the wedges and all that stuff. That's why he's been so great with that kind of putter. You have to have incredible feel and touch to be able to putt with one of those putters. I've tried it before, and I never finished the round. So he's incredible with that thing. So as I see him play well, I think he's getting ready for Augusta coming up in a couple weeks. We'll see how he does this week and next week, but he looks good. I mean, he's old too. I mean, he looks great. He looks good.
You just had to throw that in there.
Easy about the age discrimination. Conventional wisdom would say a guy who's turning 55, I think it's June 10th this year, he's got no chance to compete against these guys. He doesn't think that. He hasn't really lost a step from a technique standpoint at all, and power standpoint.
Well, Jay, I know you got to head to the main show, so thank you for joining us.
This is so much fun. I want to stay.
We're going to have you back. Don't worry. You'll be back. All right. We're going to toss it over to the booth now with David and Arlo. What's going on, boys?
Oh, it's lovely to see some sunshine, isn't it? We've had to wait a while, but it's a spectacular day here at the Hong Kong Golf Club. Firstly, David, it'd be remiss of me not to mention the vest. How would you describe the look today?
I think this is my Dracula got a Christmas present look.
You've nailed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it. In terms of the golf, Paul Casey, a man of the world, he's won in 13 different countries, looking to make it 14 here. What impressed you the most about him yesterday?
Paul's attitude has always been what's impressed me most about him. He is just one of those people, you don't know whether he's shooting 66 or 76. It's the same, calmness that he has about him, almost like a Zen quality. And he's one of the favorite people to play with. Everyone loves to play with Paul Casey. He's just such a pleasure to be around.
And Bryson described his forearms as being like Popeyes as well. So he said it's an iron player's paradise here, and we're looking forward to it. So from Dracula's Christmas present, we'll send it back to you.
Welcome to the LIV Golf League. It's 3 rounds with a shotgun start where players compete individually and, of course, for their team.
Yeah, that'll be a party.
13 teams of 4. We travel all around the globe. 9 countries, 4 continents, and some of the world's great golf courses.
Players earn individual points each week by finishing in the top 24, and those points add up throughout the season.
John Rahm, our 2024 LIV Golf League champion.
The individual competition is intense, but the team competition is where it really heats up.
You cannot take your eyes off this.
Starting this year, all 4 scores count every day. Lowest total score wins, which determines the seeding for a winner-take-all team championship final. This is LIV Golf.
Day 2, Hong Kong. The rain has gone. The sun is shining. It's set to be a great day. And I've got some special guests today. First up, I want to grab Dana. Dana Dahlquist, before you get to work with Bryson, you're his coach. Talk to us a little bit about the challenges he's facing with the golf ball currently.
Yeah, so we're running tests. We have different weather today, though. So we have to test a couple balls. We're probably going to narrow it down to 3 choices. The current gamer that he played yesterday was the plus. Due to the water and the temperature being a little bit colder, we want to see how it responds today. My thought we're probably going to go with that ball because it was pretty successful the first day, but the one we'll call it nameless, that we tried yesterday because it's a secret, wasn't as good. So yeah.
Dana, it's so interesting. 1%. They're all looking for those 1%. Thank you so much, Dana. Right, there's someone else I'm actually a bit intimidated about talking to. One of the most intimidating defence, Warren Sapp, NFL. Hello, Warren.
Hello.
First up, you're here at LIV. Are you a golf fan?
Yes, absolute golf fan. Alvin Harper infected me back in 1996 and made me buy a $25,000 membership at Avila in Tampa, and I've been hooked ever since.
25,000?
Well, it was a whole year, so it's like $2,500 a month. Not that bad. Not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad.
Now,
not that bad.
who
When
is
you
your
break it down-
favourite golfer?
Oh, it's a bunch of them. You know, Derek Brooks was my roommate. Warwick Dunn was a good friend of mine, and Dexter Jackson, all of them from Florida State, is the MVP of my Super Bowl team. But Brooks Koepka is my favorite Seminole. He's my favorite Seminole. There's nothing like Brooks.
Should we go talk to him? You're going to come with me. We're going to go talk to him. You can protect me. Now let's talk a little bit about mentality. You were a World Hall of Famer.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about mentality before you got onto the field.
Oh, I had a mindset from Wednesday. It's kind of different in football. You got to get set well before, because there's a standard set, and then if you're in a dogfight, he's going to drop down and you're going to raise up, and then you're going to be in a fight. So it had to be before I even got here. I'm sure they get locked in too, but it's definitely different because we're talking about something physical.
Should we go get physical? Let's find Brooks. Let's go see him. Brooks, I've got your favourite man here. He doesn't want to...
No, the man warming up now. We're gonna get him right.
Hi, I'm Ricky.
What up, baby?
Nice to meet you.
You know Derek Brooks was my...
He's got the sticks down. How was yesterday? 2 under? Solid day?
Yeah, couple under, yep.
Solid?
Solid, yep. Started off a bit rocky.
What you got there, G-Mac?
What have I got?
What's between the arms?
Just trying to keep this relationship. I have a tendency to kind of pull this left arm away, so just something trying to get me to behave myself.
You do it well. Play well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Right. It's going to be a fantastic day. Round 2. Warren Sapp, what a man. Back to you, team.
Welcome to 5 Under. These are 5 things you need to know before round 2 of LIV Golf Hong Kong kicks off. Today is International Women's Day, and there's one woman out on the course to keep an eye out for, and that is Lee Westwood's incredibly glamorous caddy, Helen Westwood, who also happens to be his wife. Founded in 1889, Hong Kong Golf Club is the 2nd oldest course in Asia. It missed out on the top spot as Calcutta Golf Club in India is just a few months older. The 1st and the 9th hole here at Hong Kong Golf Club normally play as par 5s, but for this tournament, they've been converted into very long par 4s, and the change is making an impact. In round 1, the 9th hole was the toughest hole on the course, and only 2 players managed to make a birdie, Bryson DeChambeau and Charles Schwartzel. The greens here are pure but grainy, making putting that little bit tougher. It didn't bother Andy Ogletree in round 1, who gained an impressive 3.54 strokes on the field with his putting. As you know, LIV Golf is golf but louder, and tonight we're keeping the International Women's Day celebrations going with world-famous DJ Peggy Gou performing live on the LIV stage. I'll see you there.
Well, Abraham Answer is making smooth progress. He leads by 3.
You know, you feel the pressure, you feel the nerves, and I knew I really need something special, and it was the case.
Marco Neiman has had a good start to the day. He's 8 under.
And I felt like if I was keep playing the way I was playing, I was going to have a chance to win.
Abe Answer's lead has been slashed. He joins Abe Answer on 12 under.
It's always nice to see work paying off, and my short game haven't been as good as the rest of my game. You know, seeing all the work we've done with trying to be in that situation of where, you know, you have to make an up and down to win.
He started his day with a win percentage of 9%.
Oh, he just about did it. That's pretty darn good right there.
For me, it was a good moment to put all the practice, all the hours, and have that final up and down on 18 to win. It was special.
What a round of golf by Wako Neiman.
Playing with him on Sunday in Adelaide, he played a fantastic round of golf and a very deserved championship. No doubt he's a top 10 player in the world. This is how close to the top 5 would you want to rank him.
Ayako was pretty special being in Latin America. But yeah, I think Australia just beat it because of the support of the Australians. But yeah, I mean, they made me lose 2 pairs of shoes, which I ended up walking in socks back to the hotel, but it was worth it.
All 4 scores counting every day for the first time in this year's LIV Golf League.
I think it's good for the Aces. I think obviously we'll put more pressure on every player to perform well every single day.
This is the ultimate test. All 4 scores should count all 3 days. This is what a team is about. You know, it should not be about only 2 or 3 guys.
If all 4 scores count every single day, I think we'll win quite a bit.
The Crushers have come from absolutely nowhere.
You know, if someone's having a really bad hole, then that's really going to impact the whole team.
This is where it gets precarious.
So there's nowhere to hide if it's 4 scores to count. You've got to be strong in your roster from top to bottom.
You can't take a day off. You can't hide one day. You have to perform. And so I think it's going to make the league better, more competitive, more demanding on being aggressive or playing safe.
You cannot take your eyes off this.
Makes you recruit depth. All 4 guys need to be playing well for you to actually win a golf tournament.
We have the depth in our team to really run with that and make it a year where we can really be dominant.
I feel like it's gonna be huge. I feel like we have an advantage too. We have 4 really consistent players, and we proved that.
From start to finish, every shot, every hole is going to matter.